is Bobby Jindal. I am governor of the great state of Louisiana, and I am running for president of the greatest country in the world, the United States of America.
That was Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal earlier today announcing he is, in fact, joining this long list of people running for president. Here now the man himself, the governor of the great state of Louisiana. Governor, how are you? Good to see you.
Sean, I'm doing great. We launched a cause, not just a campaign, here in Kenner, Louisiana.
You know, it's a growing field, but to me, it's a strong field. You have a great record as governor, like many others. How do you separate from such a big crowd? Former governors, current senators, current governors. It's a big, tough field there. How do you break out?
Absolutely. Well, Sean, one of the things I said today, Jeb Bush is out there saying we've got to lose the primary in order to win the general. Let me translate that for you. What he is saying is Republicans need to abandon our conservative positions. That's nonsense. I'm running because we need to take our country back. Hillary Clinton, President Obama, they're trying to turn the American dream into the European nightmare. We need to rescue this country from socialism. We don't measure our people's success by how people are doing in the government. We measure how they're doing in the real world, in the private sector economy. We're going to speak the truth. I know we'll upset people in Washington. They don't think in Washington you can repeal Obamacare. They don't think you can have term limits. They don't think you can cut the size of government. We've got to do all of those things if we want to rescue the American dream for our children.
If you become president, you will cut the size of government. Real cuts, not just a reduction in the rate of increase.
Absolutely. Sean, look, every Republican candidate talks about it. We need a doer, not a talker. I've actually cut the size of my budget in Louisiana 26%. We have over 30,000 fewer state government bureaucrats than the day I took office. We're at top 10 state and private sector job creation. You're right. A lot of Republican candidates will tell you they'll protect innocent human life. They'll hunt down ISIS. They'll get rid of Common Core. We're actually doing things in our state. We need a doer, not a talker. We've had a first-term senator who needed on-the-job training in the White House these last 6+ years. We don't need a repeat of that.
You know, Governor, I was really angry at some quotes in the Washington Post about you that under any other circumstances, I would argue would be racist. I want to get your thoughts on it. I'll put it up on the screen. There's not much Indian left in Bobby Jindal, said Pearson Cross, a political science professor at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. And the Post went on to claim that as the years went by and Jindal's political star rose, many in the Indian American community became disillusioned with their native son. Are you as angry about that as I am?
Absolutely. Sean, look, I'm so tired of the left trying to divide us by race. One of the things I said in my speech today, we're not Indian Americans, African Americans, Irish Americans, rich Americans, poor Americans. We're all Americans. I'm tired of the hyphenated Americans. My parents, they're proud of their Indian heritage, but they came halfway across the world so their children could be born here, raised here as Americans. They came legally, but they came here in search of the American dream, in search of freedom and opportunity.
You said as governor of Louisiana, you cut the size, the budget by 26% in real dollars, meaning lower than when you took office, and you eliminated 30,000 jobs. And you're saying that you can do that nationally. What about national security? We've got ISIS, radical Islamic terrorists that this president won't even mention. We've got Crimea, Ukraine, and Putin. We've got China's territorial ambitions to deal with. We've got Iran and the desire for nukes, the entire Middle East, a broken relationship with Israel. How do you handle all that?
We can't stop leading from behind. Sean, we've got to invest in our military. We need to stand with Israel. We need to hunt down and kill these terrorists. As president, I would actually name the enemy radical Islamic terrorists. We've got a president who wants to apologize for America, who wants to criticize medieval Christians, and wants to wage war on junk food. He won't even say the words radical Islamic terrorists. We will stop Iran from becoming a nuclear power. We will stop that nuclear arms race that could happen in the Middle East. We will also make sure that Putin knows we will have brigades, tank brigades in Eastern Europe to make sure we deter his aggression. Peace through strength works. America's military is the best in the world, but this president's hollowing out our military. We need a commander-in-chief that believes in American exceptionalism again.
Governor, we look forward to having you next week for the full hour. And congratulations on your announcement today, and best of luck to you in what's going to be a very tough campaign for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.